A space in focus, a stock in focus, Wind Energy. Suzlon is the stock that I'm talking about, rebounded after falling close to, well, over double digits in the recent days due to the update on reverse bidding which came in. We're now joined by the CEO of the company, Mr. JP Chalasani. Mr. Chalasani, good having you. Thanks for taking the time out. Neeraj here. How material is this change in policy?
Thank you, Neeraj. I think best is let's decide that at the end of putting some facts on the table. Okay, I think all of us, including your viewers, can decide whether it has an impact or it has no impact. As we speak today, 9 gigawatts of bids, which were awarded to various IPPs, in turn have been awarded to the OEMs, which is under different stages of execution, which is 9 gigawatts. And in addition to that, about 3 gigawatts have been awarded through C&I segment, that is commercial industrial segment. So therefore, 12 gigawatts of bids have been awarded to the OEMs. They are at various stages to get commissioned in the next couple of years, let's say. In addition to these 12 gigawatts, which already been awarded to the OEMs, not even to the IPPs, in addition to that, there is about 10 gigawatts of bids have been finalized by the government. And these 10 gigawatts of bids have been awarded to various IPPs, who are in turn are in the process of finalizing the OEMs for that. These 10 gigawatts plus additional 5 gigawatts of C&I is in the market today, 15 gigawatts for discussions to finalize the OEMs. So that first 12 gigawatts under execution plus 15 gigawatts under discussions for finalization of orders, 27 gigawatts, these are all pure wind I'm talking about, has nothing to do with the reverse auction, what we're talking about. On top of it, there is about 15 gigawatts of bid schedule announced by Government of India, which is supposed to be completed in the next few months. In that, the 13 gigawatts is only 2 gigawatts is pure wind, 13 gigawatts is predominantly FDRE, fixed dispatch renewable energy, and the hybrid and RTC. Why I'm stressing FDRE is that in case of FDRE, 1000 megawatt is the capacity of the PPA. Actual wind capacity alone would be 1.2 to 1.4 times. In this 13 gigawatts, 10 gigawatts is FDRE. We expect that this 13 gigawatts to have at least 13 gigawatts of wind component, which is at the various stages of bidding, where reverse auction was there earlier, is there today, will be there in the future. There is no impact of this. And in addition to that, about 4-5 gigawatts of C&I segment will flow in. So we are talking about 40 gigawatts of pipeline, which has nothing to do with this reverse auction. And as a country, we have been doing in the range of 1.5 to 2.2 in the last 5 years per year. And we expect to reach about 3.5 gigawatts this year. Even if we achieve 8 gigawatts per year, we are looking at a pipeline of 8 for next 5 years, the order pipeline which is available. So as a country, I think what is important is that not the reverse auction, just no impact, I repeat, no impact on the order pipeline for the next 5-6 years, is the execution on the ground. That is what would decide how much capacity we will add. We all need to concentrate on execution and get that capacity up on the grid.
Which on another day, Mr. Chalasani, I'm going to talk to you at length when you have the time about the execution and the challenges thereof. But I'm just trying to understand. So the point being, for the next 5 years, because of the orders already bid for and in the pipeline, there is no impact on that existing 5-year executable order book that you may currently have or will get. But for the orders beyond that, if there is a negative in the reverse bidding process, it comes into play then, is what you are saying.
No, because this reverse auction is only applicable to the small component of pure wind bids. Reverse auction has always been there, and even in the pure wind bids, let's appreciate the fact that reverse auction has been not taken away in the bidding guidelines. It was only told that reverse auction is not mandatory. Okay? Reverse auction has been there in the FDRE bids, also there in the hybrid bids and the RTC bids, which would continue. Most of the bidding henceforth will happen through this route, because as the renewable capacity increases, you need to get in combination of solar, wind, and storage. Okay? Because we are reaching a stage where the renewable capacity would be like a fossil fuel capacity where you can dispatch whenever you want. Those are those FDRE bids. So therefore, moving ahead, the pure wind bids are not going to move the needle. What is going to move the needle is the bids of FDRE, hybrid, or RTC, which has no impact of reverse auction. So therefore, I don't see, not currently, even in future, this is going to have any significant impact which is going to move the needle. I'm not saying for the sake of saying, which we believe it firmly.
Yeah, most certainly. I have 60 seconds on the show before I have to take a break, Mr. Chalasani. So just one last question. therefore, I'm assuming the market believed that if not the order wins or the order execution, but operational margins could come under pressure as well. You've negated that. I'm just wanting it for record. You are negating. You believe the next 2-3 years, the earlier guidance on execution and margins stays pat.
Absolutely, without any doubts.
Wow. Well, Mr. Chalsani, appreciate your short time today. Unfortunately, I have to take a break and wrap the show, but I look forward to a conversation with you on the execution challenges as well as the advantages or edge that Suzlon has. We'll love to do that before the earnings season kicks in.
Yeah, sure, I promise.
Thank you
Sure.
so much, Mr. Chalsani, for joining in today. Unfortunately, viewers, out of time completely, but Suzlon saying don't get worried. There's nothing that is negative, at least for the near term, for the next 3, 4, 5 years, maybe even longer in this change of policy. Thanks so much for tuning into this edition of The Talking Point.